You are going to end up in PC Box 9. You know it's coming. The trainer knows it's coming. The Lapras that replaces you knows it's coming. But here's the fact nobody talks about. You're going to be the only Pokemon in that box who understands exactly why they're there. And that knowledge, that awful, specific knowledge, is the thing that makes you different from every other forgotten Pokemon in the dark. Keep watching, because the end of this is not what you think. It starts on Route 2 on a Tuesday in the tall grass. You've just evolved, doesn't matter from what, doesn't matter into what, and a trainer is scanning you the way someone reads the back of a shampoo bottle. Functional, bored, checking the ingredients. They're not looking at your potential. They're not thinking about your nature or your personality or the fact that you have a favorite weather type and a fear of confined spaces, which is going to become a real problem later. They're thinking one thing: can this thing learn cut? And the answer is yes. The answer for you is always yes. That's the whole reason you're here. You get chosen, which feels like something like warmth, like finally, like I matter, for approximately 4 seconds. Then you watch the actual team get introduced. The Charizard, who has a nickname and a competitive held item. The Gyarados, who the trainer trained from a Magikarp and clearly loves like a pet. The Gengar, who gets spoken to directly and often. They eat rare candies straight from the trainer's palm. You eat whatever crumbs are left at the bottom of the bag, one stale orange berry, and a receipt from the last mart. You are not a teammate. You are a subscription service, a tool with a face, but hey, at least you're out of the box for now. The toolbox phase settles in hard somewhere around Gym 3, and the weight of it is slow and quiet, which is almost worse than if it hurt all at once. You've got Cut and Surf loaded in your move slots now, and the trainer hasn't made direct eye contact with you in 11 routes. No nickname, no tap on the head, no acknowledgement of any kind, and you cleared an entire forest for this person, single-handedly, with a move that has 40 base power and makes a sound like disappointing scissors. The battle team enters every Pokemon Center together in this warm little huddle, laughing, glowing, badges clinking, and you walk in behind them alone, catching the door on your own before it swings shut in your face. You're not benched. That's the thing people don't understand. Being benched would actually feel like acknowledgement. Being benched means someone made a decision about you. You're just adjacent, present in the party, absent from the moment. Then one afternoon on Route 9, a wild Fearow explodes out of the grass and the trainer panic taps your slot, and suddenly you're in, standing across from a Fearow who looks genuinely baffled by your existence. You use Cut, because Cut is what you have, and the Fearow takes 40 damage and then stares at you with the specific energy of someone watching a toaster try to win a boxing match. The trainer switches you out in under 2 seconds. You can feel the embarrassment radiating off them like heat. You clock it. You file it away. You don't say a word, because you never say a word. Victory Road is where it all crystallizes, and it is exactly as bad as you feared. Strength, Rock Smash, Waterfall, Flash, all 4 move slots. Every single utility move that exists in this region somehow is yours. You are the walking infrastructure of this entire journey, and the Charizard is floating behind you looking like he belongs on a poster while you physically move boulders out of his path so he has enough room to hover. You've done every puzzle in this cave so many times you could run it blindfolded in the dark, which is actually relevant because Flash is in your moveset, and at one point you accidentally use it on yourself. And here is the essential information, the lore that reframes everything. HM moves cannot be forgotten. That's the rule. That's the canon. Not by you, not naturally, not ever, not without a specific NPC called the Move Deleter who lives in exactly 1 town per region and who the trainer has never once visited, because why would they? The Move Deleter only matters if you matter, which means your moveset is not a moveset. It's a permanent record, a contract stamped into your data at the cellular level. Every HM you learned is locked in there, a resume of service you cannot update, cannot revise, cannot escape. You are what you do. And what you do is push boulders, cut trees, cross water, and light up caves for someone who doesn't know your name. The trainer beats the Elite Four. You watched it from the corridor outside, not through a window if there wasn't one. Just the hall, the muffled swell of victory music bleeding under the door, and the quiet understanding that every ocean you crossed and every cave you carved open delivered them exactly to this moment. Your name is not said once, not in the ceremony, not in the Hall of Fame, not anywhere. Maximum usefulness, maximum invisibility. And here is the plot twist that hits different when you really sit with it. The trainer never hated you. They were never cruel. They never stood over your Pokeball thinking that one's just a tool. They simply never thought about you at all. There is a difference between cruelty and indifference doesn't give you something clean to push against. It just leaves a quiet space where acknowledgement should have been. Then comes the box. Post-game, a Lapras shows up. It's always a Lapras. It is cosmically always a Lapras. Learn Surf. And before you can process the transition, the cursor is on your icon and you're being deposited into PC Box 9. The light cuts out and there you are. Dark, still, a tentacle in the slot to your left who also knows Surf, who also got replaced, who also knows exactly what this is. You two make eye contact. Neither of you says anything. You've both done the math. Because there is nothing to say that the silence doesn't already cover. But here's the part that reframes the whole story. You still have the HM moves, all four sitting in your slots, like anchors, like scars, like a job title tattooed on your chest, and that's the only reason you're still here. Pokemon without utility get released into the wild. They get wonder traded to strangers on the other side of the world. They get buried in boxes that never get opened again, are fossils of someone's old save file. But you're irreplaceable in the most unglamorous possible way. The trainer might need Waterfall for a path they haven't explored yet. The moves that trapped you also protected you. You are not free, but you are not gone, not erased, not wonder traded to a stranger in a region you've never heard of. You are infrastructure, and an infrastructure doesn't get discarded, it just gets stored in the dark until the pipes need fixing again. And then one quiet afternoon, the PC hums, a cursor moves. The hands this time are smaller, a sibling, a new save file, a kid who just hit the point in the game where they need to cross Route 19. They open Box 9, they see you, they see the moveset. Their eyes do that exact same scan. Not who are you, not what do you feel, just can this thing learn cut? You already know the answer. You step back into the party, blinking in the light of a new region. The same disc-shaped weight on your move slots, the same road stretching ahead, every waterfall, every boulder, every ocean crossed without a thank you. But standing at the edge of Route 19 while the new kid fumbles with their map, you realize something. The HM disc was never the punishment. The disc was the contract. The disc was the only reason anyone ever opened the box. You're not a Pokemon. You're not a slave. You're infrastructure. And somewhere between the 10,000 trees and the 100 caves and 2 entire save files of silent, unacknowledged service, you've made your peace with that. The water stretches out ahead. You surf.